Hello, hello, welcome to another edition of Johnny Stocks 212. Other people trying to sell you something. I'm just here to find those AA winners, go-getters, trend-setting companies. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be. We got a great show for you today. Today we're talking about an exciting company called Corcept Therapeutics. Please read the disclaimer on your own time. Corcept Therapeutics, I've got really excited about this company. They have a lot of stuff coming up really soon in their pipeline for clinical trials. They're really trying to develop, commercialize some treatments for metabolic, psychiatric, oncology disorders, and their focus is basically adverse effects of excessive cortisol. And some of those, their compounds try to mitigate those effects. So take a look at the leadership team, outstanding leadership team, Dr. Joseph Beneloff, CEO and President Director, really outstanding team here. Chief Development Officer, William Geyer. So I've had some people on my channel ask, what is a PharmD? That means he's a pharmacist, went to pharmacy school, MD went to medical school. So both outstanding leadership teams. So basically cortisol is, known as kind of like the stress hormone. It's produced by your adrenal glands, binds to different receptors found in a lot of tissues, and too much cortisol can sometimes exacerbate some really awful diseases. They have already approved medication, Korlym, which is a kind of selective cortisol modulator. It completes with cortisol at the glucocorticoid receptor, and it doesn't bind to the progesterone receptor, which is pretty exciting. It basically blocks cortisol, and it controls, it's indicated for patients that have really high blood sugar levels secondary to hypercortisolism. They'll say it's hyperglycemia. One of the big diseases, Cushing's syndrome, which a lot of people with type 2 diabetes could have, which is really awful. Patients that are glucose intolerant or have failed to surgery. Usually if someone's got Cushing's syndrome, if they are a candidate for surgery, that usually really helps them out. But at least they have this Korlym, mifepristone. They have a bunch of stuff in clinical trials right now. One of them I thought was really interesting, NASH phase 2 trial. It showed in the phase 1 trial, I want to say that it large reduction of fatty liver and the liver enzymes. So that was pretty incredible. I mean, not a lot of great treatment options for patients with NASH. Speaking of their pipeline, let's take a look at it here. So they really do have a lot of stuff in their pipeline. They have a lot of indications here for relacorilant, new potential medication with Cushing's syndrome. They already have one medication out there for Cushing's syndrome. They have it with relacorilant, with Abraxane, with Keytruda, which is pembrolizumab, for oncology, which is pretty exciting. Metabolic disorders, I talked about. Lauren with NASH. And then they also have some other ones, addiction, psychiatry, alcohol use disorder, Alzheimer's disease, PTSD, some other ALS, and some more triple-negative breast cancer. Really awful stuff here. So pretty exciting stuff in their pipeline. A lot of phase 2 trials, a lot of data that they're going to be, reporting on soon. So let's look at the stock price. CORT is the stock symbol. Corcept Therapeutics. At the time of the video, is trading at $23.68. I do think this is one of those companies, big risk, big reward, a lot of potential for upside here. That's all the time I have for this video. If you did enjoy this video and the content I'm creating, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to subscribe. Helps my channel grow. I'll continue to monitor this company. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.